everybody. This is Simon on the sofa for Everyday Connections with Rick and Nikki, sending you all love. And yeah, I'm in Barcelona. It's good to talk to you all again. And I'm with a wonderful, wonderful man today called Ratheesh. He's been sharing his philosophy and as a pay it forward movement called Yoga Makes a Difference, which you can look at yogamakes-a-difference.com. Him and his wonderful wife are doing you could say a pay it forward movement of offering free yoga training, teacher wisdom, insights, philosophy to the people, to make yoga accessible for the people. So this is a morning show, so I think that my wonderful thing to do in the morning, Ratheesh, is what? When you wake up, you do some beautiful sun salutations. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Simon. Thanks.
So, we only have 10 minutes, as you know, just a little short talk. So, should we just share with people that are listening, what is yoga?
Yeah, it can be very simply called as a discipline, which a discipline guides us internally and make an inner banding from external going senses. Somehow they kind of stop going and finding things outside. They spend the same as much as energy that has used to go outside. They return through the senses and turn into your own self. And what you find inside and the joy that you figure out, that's the kind of call yoga. Even though there is a lots of philosophical interpretation that you can make towards what actually happens when your senses turn in and you're trying to look at yourself from an inner point of view. That can be called yoga.
Yeah, and for the people listening as well, is that often people get caught up that yoga's all about body postures and asanas, which I know is a very important part of it. But do you want to just demystify a little bit about the asanas, because there's a lot of different people listening who think that they can't do this.
Yeah, sure. So that's a very good point. We just, as discussed many times as before, when you see a yoga posture, it's all looks so extreme. Somebody sitting in a twisted pose with their legs behind, they're trying to sniff their toes with their nose. All those different positions actually make a normal people move away from, hey, this is not something for a normal person. So it isn't really like that. A yoga posture or asana is just simply means that you're to sit comfortably in a position, asana. So when you sit comfortably in a position where you can line your breath without having any pain or feedback from the body that disturbs you, you're able to be just sitting to absorb your breathing. For that reason, you maybe do some body postures to open up a little bit of your hips, a little bit of your knees, so you can hold on to posture for a number of minutes. Basically, that's why we kind of do asana. In the traditional terms, it explains asana should something be easy and happier to sit in. So it's not a self-torture in that way.
No, exactly. And absolutely anybody can do yoga. I mean, there's many different modalities out there, from Tai Chi to Qigong and many other modes of physical breath work. But yoga is accessible for everybody. I mean, even disabled, and I say even disabled, I don't mean that in like even disabled, but disabled people. It's not like you even need to do asanas. If you're in a wheelchair, you can do yoga.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
This is a key point.
Yeah.
So that's something for everybody to think about. And I think also I'd like you to just share a few words on, just yoga as a universal culture, because I think that's a really key point as a sort of general message to the public.
Definitely.
Yeah, do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, so there's a word that says in the yoga history, when you study, it says that yoga is a sarva bhauma. Sarva means everywhere, bhauma means a culture. So yoga is a universal culture which is originated from India, and people there practiced it and they brought it out into the world as they've been doing for generations through the years. So yoga can make you flexible, healthy, vibrant, strong, and all that. Most of all, that it can really makes you see your own self. So because of it's come from one place, it does not mean it's the property of that. If the yoga is a universal culture, how can it be only come from India? That doesn't make sense, because it's universal. So that's one point to be understand. Yoga could be practiced by anybody, anywhere. It only requires your patience, and not being lazy.
Yeah, totally. And just taking that step of discipline. And sometimes people are scared of discipline, aren't they? This is another thing. Whereas actually discipline is the one of the main tools we need, right? To actually, just to move ourselves beyond the struggles that we're experiencing in life.
Exactly, yeah. So you need to have some kind of discipline to begin with, and just don't count things will change over the night. So just keep that discipline, better or for the worse, with a little struggling. If you really wanted to go, think about doing an 11-day, a little bit of yoga or breathing or something related to it in a particular time. Let's say you take a morning of between 7 and 8 or between 6 and 7, and you come back to the same place to do something. Be inspired from a book or a video or whatever, but you're trying to do something on a particular time every day as a discipline. And I can almost assure you, it definitely does create a change in your thoughts and the way you feel your day.
Yeah, totally. And just and if you start your day on that as well, it's a pretty much guarantee that you're going to have a good day. You're going to get some things come up because the resistances and the little internal challenges. But if you go through that, you're going to have a good day.
Yeah, because it's one day you sit down or you're trying to close your eyes and you watch your thoughts. It's going to be much more of a disturbance and agitation of the mind. But you're actually taking a time off for yourself.
Yeah.
See? And then you do the day 2, day 3, and eventually it will, because you become present about the thoughts. Today we've heard by sitting with the closed eyes, hurting the knees, or thinking about other things, you really become aware of yourself, and that's actually makes you help to think about yourself. And later on, it become a little less thought. So if you have a little reduced thoughts to start the day with, your day is going to be slightly energized more than regular.
Yeah, exactly. And then just building up over that time, and then taking it step by steps. And actually, that's you mentioned something about that today, because again, that's a bridge, isn't it? You spoke about bridges. I think I don't know if you feel the same, but that's quite a nice thing to bring in here, because a bridge can be a very small bridge, right?
Yeah.
But it can be a little something like just getting up every day and doing, a bit of breathing exercises.
Yeah.
But once you've gone over that bridge, you've achieved it.
Yeah, exactly. So we do have lots of bridges in life. If you stand on the other side of the bridge and thinking about it going down the other side, you wouldn't come out on the other side. You have to actually take the first step. And it's okay, you can take a first step, stay there a little bit, and slowly walk over it. And then you move forward in your own time, find another bridge. And that bridge is everybody who ever walked upon the earth, even though they couldn't see all the way through the success, but they've been stepping on the bridge and slowly going forward and watching the scenes in the mind until it became real. And that's the one privilege of being a human being, as we talked about. Our humans can make their thought more real than anything. So either thinking negatively, spending a time or becoming a victim of the past, just move forward every day, do something with yourself. Become self-aware, become self-conscious, do a simple breathing exercise, or walk with the rhythm of your heart. Just step slowly, do something for yourself every day.
Yeah, exactly. Simple things again.
Simple things.
Yeah, simple things again. Okay, cool. So we have a couple of minutes. Is there? Think of like when people are listening, they're tuning in from different parts of probably America right now, because this is airing in America, but. Yeah, is there something that you feel comes up in this last couple of minutes that people that might be, intrigued, curious, or apprehensive? Anything you'd like to share, just to the listeners?
Well, yeah. So the only person who can really make you happy is yourself. So try not to look happiness outside, since you can only find what you lost inside. Looking around outside is just a time waste, and be self-pleasureful than trying to find pleasure from external subject. It only destroys you partly, slowly but slowly.
Yeah, by just going looking outside for everything all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, bring it back. And I think that's a lovely message for you all listening today, is that go within. If you choose yoga as that tool, then amazing. It's a tool that I've chosen to explore, and it's only brought great benefits. But whatever tool you choose, whatever that, like Ratheesh said, that simple daily practice of just giving yourself some time, you know. We often give 24 hours, where we have 24 hours in a day, and most of them are normally given outwards to work, other things and so on, aren't they?
Exactly.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ratheesh, for dropping by.
Thank you, Simon, and hello, friends in America.
Yeah, hello, friends in America. I love that. So, yogamakes.com. Rick and Nikki, I just want to say thank you as always. I hope you've enjoyed this morning show coming at you from Barcelona. So, sending you all love. Have a magnificent day. Take care.